Yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure all of you guys are aware, we are right around the corner from Rockstar Games dropping the brand new summer DLC on June 17th, and with us only being 1 year away from the GTA 6 release, a lot of people are starting to think, what type of businesses or DLC do Rockstar Games have planned in the final years of GTA 5 Online? Of course, with every big DLC, we do receive a new property or a new business, and this often coincides with the theme of the DLC. For example, with the Bikers update, we got to own MC businesses, which of course included stuff like the cocaine lockup or a weed farm. And then we also had legitimate businesses like the After Hours update, introducing the nightclub, or even the Diamond Casino update, introducing the arcade business. So there is a ton of different properties now that we can buy in GTA 5 Online, as I'm sure all of you guys are aware. Now, in one of my recent videos, we took a look at the potential of Rockstar Games releasing a police station into GTA 5 Online, considering now we can buy a ton of different police vehicles, we have police weapons, and Rockstar Games of course will be releasing the drip feed police outfits very soon. And don't forget, we can also launch police dispatch missions once sat inside of the police vehicle. So I think we can all agree, with all of this police themed content now being added into the game, that of course was originally included with the COPS N CROOKS DLC, it would have made sense for Rockstar Games to release some sort of police location where we can go ahead and start these police missions. Of course, very similar to the Chop Shop update a few years ago, when Rockstar Games first started to roll out the COPS N CROOKS DLC content, we do have to make our way to the Vinewood police station in order to start the Clock and Bell farm raid. And as you guys can see on screen, and if you guys aren't aware, the police station interior is already designed and available in-game, but for some dumb reason Rockstar Games have blocked or locked off this building. It used to be accessible a few years ago. If you guys can remember, there was a particular free roam event which did require you guys to enter into the police station. However, that event has now been removed from the game, which could also be another sign that Rockstar Games plan to use this building in the future DLC. Now, in that video, I did actually show you guys how you could still access this police building in free roam. So if you are interested on how to access the police station in 2025 and bypass the locked doors, I will leave a link to that video down low in the comment section. However, a few of you guys have been coming up with some good suggestions that would make sense for Rockstar Games to release with this summer's DLC. And a lot of you guys of course reminded me that we do have another government policing agency building already created in the game that Rockstar Games have no use for, and of course that is the FIB building. So in today's video we are going to be taking a closer look at this FIB building, the potential of Rockstar Games including it in a future DLC, as well as some more details from some Rockstar Games insiders as to when we should be expecting some official news from Rockstar Games. So as always, if you guys do go on to enjoy the video and you do appreciate me keeping you up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 news, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below, and if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so as you guys can see on screen, the FIB building, just like the police station, is very well detailed and is just a ghost building in free mode. It's crazy to think that we have all of this interior whilst playing online in free mode that none of us have access to. Just imagine how cool it'd be to be able to access these buildings and even have PvP gun battles that can take place indoors. So there's a different style of battle, having to use different style of weapons. However, as I was saying, and as you guys can see on screen, there really is a ton of different rooms all around this building. It really can be easy to get lost in a building this size. However, more importantly, if you guys have played story mode, you would know that one of the floors gets burnt out in a mission, and Rockstar Games have kept this interior for the online building. So when you guys make your way down the building, as you guys can see on screen, you can actually physically look out and shoot out of the side of the FIB building, which really doesn't make sense considering it's not meant to be accessible in online. So as you guys can see on screen, I got my friend to test this out and drive a helicopter over by the side of the building, which looks perfectly fine on his screen. However, on my screen, as you guys can see on screen, the side of the building is completely missing. So if this was the case for him, he could just simply drive his helicopter in through this gap and everyone would be able to access this building easily. However, like I said, that is not the case, so a bit of a fail there from Rockstar Games, not thinking that anyone would realize this was the case. However, making our way through this building, and as you guys can see on screen, it really is a massive building that has no use whatsoever in free mode. And of course, with the most recent 2 DLCs being a bounty hunting business and another one known as Agents of Sabotage, where we do work with a former FIB agent, and even one of the missions with the Agents of Sabotage DLC is known as the FIB file. So Rockstar Games are always hinting and dropping FIB references into online. There is also a bunch of rare FIB clothing items that you guys can acquire. However, as you guys can see on screen, you've also got this spooky lift area over here where I told my friend to go ahead and take a look down and pushed him over the edge. However, as you guys will see in just a second, this lift drop goes on for ages. So Rockstar Games really could just upgrade this building and make use of all of this space with multi-level floors, where if Rockstar Games do decide to go ahead and include more Cops and Crooks content, rather than keeping it based around a police station, they could include some of the FIB style missions to be launched over at this business. And if Rockstar Games were to include more missions or the mini heists from the Cops and Crooks content, which we do know did include quite a few FIB themed missions, it would make sense in my opinion for them to be launched from this building rather than a police station. And I am interested to hear from you guys down low in the comment section on this one. Do you guys think it's about time Rockstar Games gave us access to the FIB building or make use of it in online in some way, shape or form? And if so, what do you guys think is the best way they can do so? And like I mentioned in the intro, Rockstar Games have been rolling out police themed content for the past 3 or 4 big DLCs now, so it is safe to assume that we will be receiving more of the content from this Cops and Crooks DLC that was originally meant to be released 5 years ago. If you guys do want to break down on more of the unreleased game files, including weapons, outfits, vehicles, quick actions, tattoos, plus much more, I'll leave links to those videos down low in the comment section. And if you would like to keep up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 and GTA 6 news before I make my videos, then do be sure to go ahead and join my Discord server, which will be linked in the pinned comment underneath this video. Nonetheless, that is going to do it from me guys. As always, if you do appreciate me keeping you up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 news, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below. And if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.